everything the right way. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're sticking to your certain schedule, and you're still feeling kind of overwhelmed and stretched out. Yes, is this you? Am I talking to you? There's a lot of us that feel this way. And you're not alone in this feeling, right? There's always something to do. There's always this list that keeps growing. And today we're going to talk about the 5 warning signs that you need boundaries. Do you have boundaries? Have you set them for yourself? Okay. As I'm going through this, what I want you to do is think about your own boundaries, your own routine and schedule that you have set for yourself. And then also think about the 5 signs that I'm going to share with you. And if one pertains to you, or you one resonates with you more than the others, I want you to drop it in the chat, and I want you to tell me how you are dealing with that, how you're working with that. If we have not met, I am Nagham Al-Samari. In Arabic, it's pronounced Nagham Al-Samari, and I am your resilience coach. I work with small business owners like you, who are, trying to get through their day and want to go from chaos to clarity. And we work on self-confidence, self-awareness, communication, and get rid of that burnout. Okay, are you ready for the 5 signs? Here we go. So number 1, and then again, tell me if this is you. You are constantly available. You're making yourself mentally and physically available to others. A lot of people may think that, you know what, this is a great thing. I'm helping people out. Why is this a bad thing? It's a bad thing because nobody can function 24/7 without recharging. You need some of that energy for yourself so that you can serve others better. And if you don't have that energy, if you are always available, you are always on, then what exactly are you leaving for yourself? How much time are you dedicating for yourself? How much energy do you actually have left over? So think about it this way. Number 2, you feel irritated when you are helping people. And the reason for this is because you may be helping out of obligation, not because you're helping out of alignment. And there is a difference. When you're helping out of obligation, you're not giving yourself the break you need or the recharge that you need. And instead, you're just constantly on mode. And so when you're feeling irritated, I want you to stop. I want you to stop and think about what you're doing. And I want you to, again, take a look at your routines and your schedule. That is, if you have a routine in your life, to help you recharge. Number 3, you replay conversations in your head after they have been said and done with. And that's because you really should have said something during the conversation, but you did not at that time. Now, silence is great at some times, and it's really needed in some of the conversations. But if there are times when you should have spoken up, that you should have said something, and you should have actually said what you needed to say, especially when it comes to your own boundaries and protecting them. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. Hi, Kagan, Mexican, Kelly. Hi, Nancy. Hi. I'm sorry, I can't butcher your name. But you need to speak up so that you can protect your own boundary. And let me tell you something. People don't know what your boundaries are unless you actually say what they are. Okay, that was number 3. Number 4, this, I am telling you, I am guilty. Oh, Nancy, you're number 1. I'm guilty of this one. Number 4, you feel guilty for resting. How many of us actually do this? After taking some time for ourselves to recharge, to rest, we actually feel guilty about it. And then we start reprimanding ourselves, and then we start working extra hard. No, let me stop you right there. Do not feel guilty for doing this, because imagine this, your phone runs on 100% battery over the course of the day. After you use it over and over, what's going to happen to the battery? The charge is going to dissipate over time, and by the end of the day, it's going to start glitching, and you need to recharge it, right? So it's the same thing. We can't pour from an empty cup. We can't help other people if we are running on empty. Good for you, Nozomi. I'm glad that you don't. And rest is really needed. Okay, and number 5, this is the 5th sign. People keep crossing lines with you. Okay, they keep crossing lines that they don't even know they're there. And the reason for that is because they don't even know what your boundaries are, because you have not communicated your boundaries. Nozomi, that's amazing. You don't ever feel bad about sleeping, but let me tell you, it's not just about taking your sleep during the night. Actual extra time for yourself during the day that you also need, because we cannot do 24/7, right? We cannot run on 24/7. Okay, Annalisa, thank you for joining. And I'm not sure what the purpose for the comment, but I appreciate you joining and taking time to comment. Okay, so number 5, people keep crossing you because they don't know what your boundaries are. So what does that mean? You have to make sure that you are telling people what your boundaries are. I'm not saying push people away. I'm just saying we don't have to say yes to everything. If I'm busy, I'm busy. I can't take on another job unless it's really important and it's really urgent, right? So which one of these hits you the most and you feel like, oh my God, this is so me. This is so me. Hi, thanks for joining. So let me give you just 2 quick, because I do have to leave. I have a long drive. 2 quick tips on things that really simple that you can start right away. Number 1, take a look at your schedule, your calendar, whatever calendar type you use, traditional paper, pencil, or your electronic digital calendar. And if you don't already have some time blocked off, do that right now. Give yourself some time for you to rest, to recharge, to just take a walk, take a breather, drink a coffee, drink a water, whatever the case may be, but you need that time for you, and don't feel guilty about it. Or sleep, like Nozomi was actually preaching. Thank you for that. And number 2, try turning your notifications off. And I know this is really hard for some people. Now, if this is a critical moment during the day when you're actually doing business or expecting, critical notification, I would not do that. But afternoon and evenings, this is your time. Turn off these notifications, maybe even just for 30 minutes. Start maybe with 15 if that's too much, and then go up from there. And because other people understand that this is your time, and this is how you set boundaries, by the way, by turning off these notifications and not always answering whenever people come knocking at your door, right? So this is how you protect your time. If any of these resonated with you, leave them in the comments and tell me, what is it that you have been doing to, working on to help yourself so that you are protecting your boundaries, so that you can serve not just yourself, but other people better, so that you're always on recharge instead of being always on. There's a difference, okay? Tell me that in the chat, and protect your boundary by setting your boundary first, communicating with others, and take some time for yourself. Don't feel guilty about actually resting and recharging. And if this got you thinking, or realizing maybe your boundaries are not there and they need some work, then let me know. I would be happy to help have a chat with you and help you on how to get started setting your boundaries, because they're kind of important. All right, see you next time.